Guys. Hello and thanks for watching. I'm Carol Fontana with Triple E, and with me is my ACE crew of the horse management. We will be discussing horse management this morning and talking about specific training for each of these functions. So let me first introduce you to our crew. We have the box manager who takes care of this box. And this is, I'll give you a hint, this is the numbering system for this whole staging area horse management. Then we have our arena manager who keeps track of all of the horses coming in and going out of the arena. It's a big job. Then we have the teams manager. The teams manager keeps track of the teams of two that go out to the rigs once they're parked and ready to unload, and they take care of that rig. It's a very important function. And we'll spend most of our time with the team's manager and her team. But first, let's just go back and talk about this intriguing little box that we see here. Box manager, what if I came into staging and I had no idea what I was doing, but I have the paperwork on this horse and I give this to you, and I have no idea where to put this horse or anything else? What would you do?
Well, I would take it and I would assign a number to the horse.
Okay.
And then we would put the horse out on its thing, and I take the paperwork and I put it with its assigned numbers.
Oh, can I have a number? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. But you know what? I brought hay in with this horse.
Okay.
Oh.
Then we'll number all of that stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what you're saying is that paperwork went into the slot where these numbers came out.
Yes.
So these are all correlated. This goes on the hay. This goes on the horse. Where does it go on the horse?
It goes on the horse's mane.
On the mane. Okay, this goes on the horse's mane. And they're all the same number.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Everything related with that animal.
Beautiful. Okay. Arena manager.
So
I've got a horse. And I can't help but note that you have numbers on this duct tape, and it's very bright on every other post. Tell me about that.
Well, the numbers on the post correlate to the numbers that get assigned to the horse.
Oh, okay. So let me get this straight. So the horse's number correlates to that, which correlates to the hay and correlates to the number in the box.
Final, right.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Okay. And I see you have a blocker tie. Tell me about that.
We do have a blocker tie, and that is so that if a horse pulls back,
Yeah.
it will release, and the horse will not be injured. And also, it's a quick release if we need to undo it.
Beautiful. Okay. And I see you have a log.
I do.
Okay. Tell us a tiny bit about that log.
Well, the log, again, associates to this number. So we'll have a position number here. The rig that brought it in, the owner or
Excellent.
facility it came from, the time it came in, and then when the horse leaves, we will be registering when the time's out.
Excellent. And I presume the horses are coming through that gate.
Correct?
Who's in charge of keeping that gate shut? Arena manager. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, teams manager. I see you have one team of two. I know in an incident we'll probably have a lot more of teams of two. But tell me about what they do.
Well, they greet the evacuation team when we find an evacuation vehicle coming in. We'll have an assigned team of two. We have one individual that goes to the driver's side, and then we have another individual that goes to the co-pilot side or the passenger side. And they're responsible for different things. The co-pilot will be taking in some information. The driver will be checking in with the evacuator driver to see if they have additional items that they will be unloading with the horse.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
and then they'll be responsible for getting the numbers from the box manager to assign to the horses.
Beautiful. Okay, we are going to unpack that a lot more in just a second, but I just noticed that I forgot to give my numbers back. I'm surprised you weren't yelling to me. And let's say that the horse is leaving and the hay is leaving. So I come to you and I give you these, and what
Yes.
are you going to give me?
And then I'm going to give you a,
Actually, you're going to give me the whole thing because it's
Oh,
the,
the
yeah,
whole- the whole-
yeah.
the whole
Because it's
horses.
an evac,
Yes.
yeah. So she's going to give me back this paperwork, which is great. It's a very neatly closed system. Okay, so let's talk about what you guys do. And this is really, really important because you're the first point of contact for these evac rigs that are coming in. So let's start. Should we just do one and then do the other? Is that okay? Okay, let's start with the co-pilot side.
Okay, so I'm going to come up to the rig on the co-pilot side, and I'm going to greet them, and then I'm going to ask them for the paperwork that they have in the truck with them. And then after that, I'm going to go through my checklist and ask these questions and get the information.
Beautiful.
After that, I am going to tell them to go ahead and unload the animals. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be taking this paperwork back to the box manager and getting numbers, whatever that is, numbers for the animals and or hay and equipment.
Excellent.
And then I'll be heading back to the rig to see where we're at, and that's what my partner here does on the pilot side.
Or the driver's side.
driver's
yeah.
side, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were all doing that. Okay, so why don't we just go through that right at the truck? I'm going to pretend I'm the co-pilot. You're going to come up,
Okay.
and we're going to go through the scenario.
Okay.
So we're going to go over here to the truck. I'm not going to get in, but they will probably be sitting inside. Okay, so go ahead. Shoot.
Okay. Hi. I'm
Hi.
so glad you got here
Oh,
safely.
thank you.
Do you have paperwork?
I
for
do.
me on
It's right
this?
here.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, and then I need to get your rig number, which should be.
401.
Yep. Okay. Should I fill this out?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the time in. What time is it? I don't have my
10:05.
25. Thank you. And your name?
It's actually, you're going to put in, this is a good question, the owner's name.
Okay.
Yeah, the owner's name.
Okay. Should I be facing this way so we can see it?
Sure.
Okay.
And the owner's name, I think her name is Winnie Winner. Don't ask me where they came up with that, but they did.
Okay. And animal type?
Horses, we have
Horses?
two.
2 horses?
No kickers, no stallions.
Wonderful. Whoops.
And we did bring hay.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave stallion kicker empty, or put no.
Empty.
Okay.
Yep.
And you did bring hay.
Yes.
How many bales?
Just one bale.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty.
So you're going to say,
So go ahead and unload the horses, and I'm gonna go get numbers.
great.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to walk with her.
So I have 2 horses.
So
no
she's got
kickers,
2
No
horses.
stallions.
No kickers,
and
no
I have
stallions.
hay.
all
So-
right. We're going to write their number down, their sign number on here. And I'm going to give you 2 sets of numbers, 1 and 2. One for each horse and one for the pile of hay.
Wonderful. And now I'm going to take these back to the rig.
To
The arena.
to the rig.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're waiting for you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're waiting for you.
So then
Okay.
we'll put these on the animals and
Here.
on the hay.
Good. Here's the animal. Now, the important thing, let me just reiterate this. The important thing for evac is to get the animals off first. That makes sense?
Yes.
A lot of horses do well until you stop and then it's a kickathon back there.
Okay.
So we want to get the animals off first, then we worry about the hay.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
So let's say I'm the horses. I'm the horses. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah, you just hang on to that until the hay gets unloaded.
Got it.
Okay, so we're going over to our arena manager. Arena manager, here we are. I'm the horse.
1
They're-
and 2.
Yeah. And I'm being led in by the evac team, and you're going to put
We're going to put horse 1 right here.
right here and horse 2 I'm leading myself here.
Yeah, you're doing a
Okay.
great job. And I'm going to go shut the gate.
Yes. And so now the horse will turn around and say, "Did you guys bring my hay, man? I need my hay."
We're gonna get
So,
the hay.
so at that point, let's go to the driver's side. Okay. Now, the driver's, this will all happen concurrently. So why don't you,
Just stay.
co-pilot, yeah, go over there and come on over. You're on the driver's side. And I'm the driver. I just drove in and I'm right here.
Okay.
And
So-
they're finishing working through, getting the numbers. She already knows how many horses she's getting and how
Not
many
yet,
tags.
not yet, because she just walked up too. This is
No,
concurrent.
that's what I'm saying. She
Yeah.
went and found out all this stuff.
No,
Oh,
not yet.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are going to walk up together. Good question.
Okay.
You're going to walk up together. She's going to start talking to that co-pilot
Okay.
over there that you don't see, and you're going to start talking to me.
Okay.
Okay, so go.
Okay. So,
Intake.
well, we were already unloading horses, so we don't want to start unloading yet because she's still getting the information.
Exactly.
So we have to wait till she gets all her
That's
information.
we
Yeah.
don't have to wait
Oh.
entirely. If you take a
she's doing all the
look,
questions.
once your co-pilot is done, you can just talk
Oh,
me through
okay.
that. Sure.
Okay. So
Go.
I'll go ahead now and take photos. Are they going to unload them?
Not yet. So what you want to do?
Unload the horses.
See in quotation. You want to tell me that. You want to actually read
Oh,
that.
and let you know.
Yes,
Okay, I'm sorry.
thank you. Because I know nothing. I just came in with a bunch
Okay.
of horses.
Okay. So once the co-pilot is done answering the questions
Okay.
and getting everything that we need,
Uh-huh.
then we'll go ahead and unload the horses.
Okay. Evac team will do that. You know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go, well, I mean, as a group, I mean, if there's four.
Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead and unload the horses.
Uh-huh.
And then we will get pictures of them.
Good.
So that we have of both sides, so we have a reference for them. And then if you would like, we can disinfect the horse trailer at the.
Oh, I'd love
we're
that.
done with that.
Thank you.
So-
I'd love that. Okay. So, let's say she's done.
done
She
now.
got her numbers. We're unloading.
Okay.
We're unloading.
And so
What's the
there-
next thing you're going to do?
So once the horses are unloaded, do you have, yeah.
You're gonna-
to do the pictures.
Right.
and
Bring out your
then-
camera.
I have it right here.
Yeah.
So we'll take pictures.
Don't take them. I mean, you just pretend.
So I'll take pictures of both sides. I'll walk around
Uh huh. Very good.
both sides.
And it doesn't matter if in their mains or
Right.
not. Just get the
Or
pictures.
to make sure.
Good.
The horse being in whatever condition, or
Right.
if there's any previous injuries.
Exactly.
Things like
Very
that.
good.
Yeah.
And-
then if you have any stuff that you need help unloading, feed
Right.
or attack or.
Come on over. That's excellent. That will be after we get the horses situated.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, at this point, you see the horses, they're unloaded.
Yes.
So at this point, take your best guesstimate. You know the
Okay.
position number, you can fill that in. It's going to be 1 and 2. The breed, you don't have to confer with anybody. Just say, hey, they look like quarter horses, they're quarter horses.
So we're not doing color.
Yeah, we're doing colors.
So
it's
it's
yeah.
sorrel
Yeah,
quarter horse.
Yeah.
QH.
yeah,
QH sorrel.
yeah.
Okay.
Or brown or whatever, BR. Okay,
Okay.
good, good.
And then the timeout.
We're not timing out yet because
Okay.
they're not leaving yet. That
That's
that
a
happens when they
discharge.
leave.
Got it.
Yeah.
The other question would be like if somebody brings in, because we were said in meetings that we would take if they needed dogs or goats,
Yeah.
lambs brought in.
Yeah.
Then we'll also record them.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
then somehow tag them.
We will tag everything that comes in with that same number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you and I will take the horses over to the arena like we did before, and you are going to muck. You see how that works? We call it the Le Mans pit crew. If you've ever seen, I mean, that's the inspiration
Sure.
that
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
working together,
You guys got
and
different-
it's like a dance. And eventually, you guys are going to be fast and relaxed, and it'll go like clockwork. So
There'll be times though, Carol, right, that the owners will just take them over
yes,
themselves, and then I would help Nancy. Then we
Absolutely.
would just get right to work
Absolutely.
with the trailer if the owners insist on doing
right.
it.
Now, when
Okay.
we're coming back from, and the evac team is coming back, we've put the horses there, you've mucked the trailer, everything's cool. Then we deal with the stuff that's inside
Okay.
that came with the
And
horse.
then we'll tag the hay.
And then we
and
tag
the
it.
equipment
Right.
with the numbers.
And we have hay over there with a real trailer, and we can go through that.
Okay.
Okay? Great.
Great.
Intake's done. Okay, let's go back over here and we'll do discharge. everybody have their discharge. It's right on the other side. If we could zone in on this. Here's your intake. Right on the other side is discharge. It's a very, very simple process. And by the way, guys, all of these are our new vests, by the way. All of these fit right in your pocket of your new vest. Very simple. Okay, discharge. So,
Okay.
teams manager. Here we are. They're going to line up. I just pulled in, and I was told that we have to pick up Winnie Winter's horses.
Okay, so then I'm going to go and greet the co-pilot
Yes.
again.
Yes, and you're going to greet.
We're going to go greet again.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and I say we got to pick up Winnie Winter's horses,
Right.
and you go to.
So then I'm going to go over to the box manager and get Winnie
Winners
paperwork.
That's right.
Check ID. You need to check ID.
This is an evac team. No big. Yeah, no biggie. We're good.
Okay.
So
So I've got the discharge paperwork.
good.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
come
give
on
it
over
to
the co-pilot.
co-pilot.
You got it.
Okay. And then I've got to fill out, I just fill out my log and check again.
Yeah, you have.
Just confirm rig number, owner
Right.
name, the hay, and the position numbers.
Yep.
And then on my log, I will
Eventually do the timeout.
do the timeout.
Yes. Okay. So, because we don't want those horses in the trailer any longer than they have to be, we're going to load the hay first.
Okay.
So the next thing is to find the darn hay. So it'll be probably piles of hay all
And
over
it'll
the
be
place.
numbered,
Yeah,
so
and
it
it'll be
shouldn't be
numbered.
too difficult.
So you go get
Right.
that, bring that back. You're cool on that, and then time for us to go get the horses.
Yeah.
So we go get the animals
And don't forget to take the numbers off the end.
and the hay. Yeah. Yes. Then that's for you to say, hey guys, we need these numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's my animal and my number
And here's another one.
and
Okay.
my animal.
So we're going to
and the
walk them
second
back.
number,
We're going to walk them back.
and the horse back.
Yep. And you're going to be in conference with the arena manager. You're going to say, these are Winnie Winter's horses. They are leaving now, so she can do a timeout on those.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay, driver's side. What are you up to?
So I'm going to get ready to take pictures before
Yes.
they leave.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that we know how they came in and how they left.
That's right. Okay.
Carol, in the meantime, I should give my numbers back to the box manager.
Yes, all the numbers off the hay, off the horses
While she's
while she's doing that.
taking photos.
Beautiful. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you got the photos. Beautiful. Teams put their horses in there and they're off. Discharge can be slower than intake. We're not in a rush.
Right.
The intake is the most important thing. Okay. Okay, guys. Great. We
The
got
other question would be, because you talked about, so when it could be somebody else taking their horses home, it could be the personal owner, it could be an evac team. So we would be logging. we would
the
be
process is
taking it out.
basically the same. I do have that written out, but the process is exactly
Right,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah.
There's one scenario, and we got to go over this because this is really important, that is different from any of this. And this happens. I've seen it happen. I've seen people go into a sheltering place like 50 miles an hour, try to drop off horses and go back and get more before the roadblocks
Yeah,
go up.
Right, right.
It's scary. You see the
Yeah.
panic in their eyes.
Right.
We're going to have to deal with this,
Yeah.
all of
Oh,
us.
sure, sure.
But we've truncated that process to be a lot simpler for them because they're coming back with
Right.
more. But we will be taking a photo of the driver's
the
license.
driver's- yeah.
So let's go to your team manager. Team manager, we've got a scenario, and you'll know when a rig comes in, it doesn't have any logos or visors on it, no hats, no vests. You say, okay, this is, and they're going to be driving real fast.
Right.
And you'll say, this is a panicked owner.
Okay.
And so you're going to give everybody these specific instructions for this.
So
Okay.
in that event,
I'll give it to them.
We have a-
Yeah, go ahead. You're going to give them the 2 cards.
Non-rid intake,
Right.
Ah, okay.
Beautiful.
and we're going to make sure that they sign this waiver form.
Yes.
And we'll also be giving them a rack card. So in the event that they do hit the situation where they're not allowed back in to evacuate the rest of their animals, they can call the hotline number and get comms
Excellent.
involved.
Let's show this. Here's the rack card that we would be giving them. On the bottom is our hotline number. We will tell them there's the hotline number. If you get stopped at the roadblock, as you said, manager, then we will definitely, that will definitely come in handy for those folks. To meet the rig, on the co-pilot side, right now she is greeting the co-pilot and getting all the paperwork. Then she's asking all the questions that she needs to until she goes and gets the numbers. Can we time this? Let's time this. Then she's going to say, go ahead and unload the horses and I will be right back. In the meantime, over on the driver's side, the driver's side is saying to the driver, once your co-pilot is done answering these questions, you guys can go ahead and unload. I will take photos of them, then I'll clean and disinfect your trailer if that's okay. I can't imagine them saying that's not okay. Then she's going to ask, did you bring anything, any feed or hay with these animals? And if the answer is yes, she will say, okay, after the animals are situated, we will help you guys unload the stuff. Is that okay? Co-pilot side is going to get the numbers. The rig team is going to unload the horses right now. And you, beautiful. Now the driver's side right here is getting ready to photo these animals as soon as they come off. And here they come. Beautiful. So she'll photograph both sides, and she'll photograph any injuries that she sees, just like the evac team did when they picked them up. Good. Here comes the numbers. Hello there. Do you have another horse to unload? Okay. Go ahead. Sure. Bring him on out. Did you get clippers for the hay? Yes, good. We'll do that as soon as they come back.
Buckskin, I'm doing description.
Yeah, just buckskin quarter horse.
Yep.
And I think this one's an Arab. I can tell by the ears.
I can't tell the color. Is that a sorrel or
Chestnut.
shade?
Chestnut?
Chestnut.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry, what?
so you're going to escort him in.
Okay, I have a number for you to put on your...
Oh, been in there quite a while. Okay, co-pilot side is now escorting these animals and the evacuation team into the arena.
New plan. All set?
The co-pilot is also at this point, the co-pilot side is finishing up the log with the type of animal she thinks it is, just a guesstimate, and the color. They're getting ready to tie the horses. Arena manager is making sure the gate is shut. The team of 2 is coming back. They're putting the numbers on the that's come.
What's in the bag? That's nice.
And there's rollers too on that, so that's helpful. Oh, great job, guys. Thanks. Okay, now we come to the scenario that we talked about before, where a very panicked owner comes in. They have 4 horses at home. They have a 2-horse trailer. They brought out 2. They saw our staging area. They zipped in, and they've got to go and get the other 2, hopefully before the roadblock goes up. So they're going to be a different kind of person to deal with than our normal evac team. We have to keep that in mind and be as calm and collected as possible for them. So,
Okay, guys.
manager, sorry.
Okay.
The manager, the team manager will see this rig coming in. As you can see, there's no indication that this rig is a Triple E rig. This is an owner who is panicked. This is a situation because if you think about it, if they don't have to stop at our staging area, they're just going to keep on going. If they have all their horses, they're just going to keep on going, most likely. They only will stop here because they got to get back. Okay, so you see that and you send out your team with different set of instructions which they have. Okay, go.
It's a non-triple E rig, guys. We have to get a witness on sign, so just get minimal information, give them a rack card, and go through the non-triple E process.
Okay.
So here they come. Here's the owner.
I've got more horses I have to pick up.
Okay.
I want to get back on the road and drop
Okay.
these off.
All I need you to do is sign this waiver right here for me.
And we needed to get the photo of the driver's license.
Great. Can you print that your name? Okay. Wonderful. And let me give you this card just in case. Okay.
She's giving her the rack card now.
I've really got to
The rack card has our hotline number on it, and she's explaining that if they get stopped at a roadblock, they can use that number on the rack card. Unloading the horses. Very good. Dita? No numbers. Remember? For this, no numbers. They'll, when they come back, right. The other difference is they don't need numbers. They're going to be tied up here with just a minimal amount of information, so that they come when they come back, they'll get the numbering system. See how that works?
Okay. So I just need to get a description.
Yeah, quick description. Here comes the first horse. Driver's side will take photos.
Do you have any hay or equipment with the horse?
Not right now.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. And you want to take him into the arena?
I'd rather get on the road. Can someone
Okay.
else take him?
Yes, we sure can.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Now, if our team feels comfortable with this horse, then they will take him into the arena if they're asked to do so.
So
If they feel uncomfortable with the horse, they'll ask the owner to do it.
buckskin.
Good. Arena manager.
One more question before you go. Is he a kicker?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Bring him in. Now, you're going to be explaining that
He's
this is
not
an
a
emergency.
kicker.
Explaining it's an emergency. These horses are just going to be tied till the other ones come. So as you notice, this horse is not going to be tied up at the numbering system. They're just going to leave him in an unnumbered place until the owner's other horses get here, and then they'll all be tied together at a numbering system, which will be categorized when they come back the second time. Excellent job, you guys. Bravo.